All right, hey, good morning, everybody. Rainy Monday morning everywhere. Florida and the Carolinas, and not in between. So yeah, let's say hi to everybody. What's cooking? Pound and thunder here. You might hear some thunder here in Oldsmar as we're getting a squall line in off the Gulf of Mexico, and you can see Louie's ear here, right here. There's Louie. So let's say good morning to our buddy Louie. Hey Kelly. Hey, I got your email. I'll read it on the cloud. I didn't take a look at it yet. But look, there's Louie. He wanted to say hi first. Hey Lexi, what's up? You getting some rain up in New Bern? Norfolk getting rain, yes. What do you think, Louie? Say hi to everybody. There's yeah, look right there. There you go. All right. So there's your good. So we had a tornado warning just a minute ago. Say, hey, Whitney, you got your sound off? All right, we'll talk about Whitney because he can't hear us right now. Yeah, so we just had a tornado warning down in South Pinellas County. Not sure if it's just Doppler indicated, but there was a pretty strong line of storms that rolled in. I've been showing all morning here. So, hey, Don, what's cooking? All right, so what are we going to talk about? Let's talk about, well, let's show Florida first because that's happening. That's probably more severe weather than Arthur. Arthur has almost no lightning in it. It's just rain right now. Some of the recon out there currently is finding a little bit lower pressures. It looks like it might now be dropped below 1,000 millibars. Good news is it's off the coast and it's going to be moving off the coast. So this big convection we're seeing popping right here. This is on Weather Nerds, by the way. This is weathernerds.org, one of our good friends in the weather industry. So check it out, Weather Nerds satellite we're looking at. So let's take a look at Florida real quick. See if we can see any more watches or warnings up real quick, and then we'll talk about Arthur. So let me click here. I did a live late last night, and I was a little tired. Hopefully, I'm a little more understandable today. Hey, what's up, Jim? Yes, we got a lot of fans up in Virginia, North Carolina. We got rain. This squall line. So last night I posted a squall line was going to get here at noon, 1 o'clock, and guess what? This sucker came early. So we have severe thunderstorm warning here for moving into Hillsborough County right now. So all this is happening. If you're inland in Florida, here is the big heavy stuff going over Tampa. This is generally moving east northeast. So Lakeland, it's coming your way. We even had people chiming in from Fort Myers, Northport, Cape Coral area. This is another big line. Pretty nasty. A lot of lightning, a lot of thunder. There was already a tornado indicated in St. Pete. We'll see if that was verified or not. So there's that. Big weather pattern setting up. We're going to talk about for the next few days. Let's take a look at Arthur. Arthur is pretty much just a big rainy mess. It looks like it's going to miss any official landfall, but we did have rains that banned all night long, rolling in south parts of Wilmington here northward. But now we're going into Virginia Beach here with our rain bands, and it'll be gone. So mainly just a big rain event. Luckily, no big storm threats from the SPC. They actually have more storm threats currently down into Florida because of this setup that we're seeing here with our upper level low. So timing of this doesn't really give you timing. Let's see. Just throughout the day. A lot of wordage. I just look at dark green. Bands of rain, yes. Hey, what's up, David? Yeah, man. I've been doing these quite a bit here, getting ready for the hurricane season. Of course, June 1st to start hurricane season. And I'd like to welcome back ABC Fine Wine and Spirits for sponsoring us. I don't know if they sell coffee, though. That's coffee. Promise. Coffee. Yeah, so there you go, Ken. Yeah, I'm waiting to see that. Shore Acres in St. Pete. I did read that right before I went on here. That there might have been a brief spin up down in St. Pete. It usually takes a little bit of time to get confirmation. So I just typed up Shore Acres and nothing really came up yet. So 54-mile-an-hour gust at Tampa International Airport. How about that? So this was a little surprising, right? If you're living in Florida, um, I think so. I really think so. I rolled out of bed a little late today and looked at radar, and I was like, "Oh my God, look at that! It came quick." All right, so let's take a look back at some official stuff with Arthur, since it's happening right now. In fact, I need to update this radar. That radar is Wilmington. So let's zoom in a little closer to where the action's at, right here. It's raining hard here in Oldsmar. Oh my goodness. All right, so there we go. There's spinach. You can almost see the center right here. Check it out. You can almost see our center just to the east of Cape Hatteras. So close to an official landfall, but the effects won't matter much. So there you go. That's all spiraling into North Carolina and Virginia this morning. And there you go. What else cooking? Yeah, a lot of rain. It's all up and down the west coast. Oof. And I must admit, I think I might have a hangover this morning. Oh, my phone's ringing. Who the heck is that? Probably. Oh, that might be emergency management. Late. Let me Google it. Nope. Because we're under a severe thunderstorm warning. What the heck? I got. Or it could be my dentist. I finally got a dentist appointment. Finally. Nope. That's a spam. All right, I get a lot of questions about Arthur lupin. No, Arthur. I mean, some of the models are showing this. This is on tropicaltidbits.com. But look, I mean, yeah, it looks like it's lupin. I don't see any of the models having it stay together. It's going to merge with an eventual front. So, very unlikely. We're going to worry about that. And see, it just kind of dies out there in the open Atlantic. It's actually going to pass right down through Bermuda. Meant to mention that earlier, but very unlikely this thing's going to do anything other than die in the Atlantic. So, we are, and again, it's hurricane season. We're starting to get signs of possible juiciness here down in the Bay of Campeche next week, but that's too far away to start speculating on that. But it's always fun to look ahead. And then nothing on the CMC yet. So there's that. All right, so there's two things. All right, so we're watching two things right now. And again, let's take a look at Hurricane Hunters. They're out there flying around in Arthur right now. And it does appear they found a little bit lower pressure, so it could be sub 9,000 or 1,000 millibar, maybe 997 or so. So it might have strengthened a little bit. They might bump up the speed a little bit here as we get our next advisory at 11 o'clock. But there's your rain potential. Not really accurate because we still have rain falling. What's up, Patrick? Yeah, I don't really get this one. This is your Tropical Storm Arthur rain map. And if you look at the current rains, we're getting a lot of rain from Arthur. So I think we're going to get some more rain, eastern half of Carolina into Virginia. And this forecast panned out. It definitely, it all pretty much happened the way we thought it was going to happen. So that's cool. Let's see. Let's take a look at let's look at some rapid refresh stuff and get an idea of what's happening. Then we're going to talk midweek. Get my coffee kicking in. All right, so listen, if you're new to the site, real quick, we started doing these Facebook Lives a couple years ago, and they've kind of grown in momentum. And when we have, it seems like when we have a system brewing outside of 5 days is when we really get amped up, because this is like the what if, like nobody knows what's going on, and we get like showing all the long range models, and everybody's getting excited. So once the NHC puts out their forecast and we get to 3 day, 5 day cone, I kind of back off a little bit, because now that we know where it's going. So a lot of what we do is speculation, looking long range, talking about what ifs, and of course all the models, and it's a lot of fun. We have a great group of people. We have a lot of Facebook supporters, now, which you can do on Facebook. I think I just spit. Supposed to spit in my elbow or something. So yeah, there you go. So, Facebook. If you love Facebook and want to be a supporter, go for it. Appreciate it. There you go. Click on that and be a Facebook supporter and join the fun. So, all right. So what we were looking at before I went off into who we are. Let me close some windows here. So we're going to look at some long-range models. We're going to look at some short-range models. Hurricane seasons should be a little active, Joanna. Yes, every indication is at least average, and with all these different indicators and long-range indicators, they're all showing favorable for what hurricanes want. So, and we talked about the year of the blobs in the Gulf. The Gulf's cooled down a little bit right now, but just you can see how quick things can erupt. And then, on the other side of the world in India, we have a Category 5 equivalent storm, and it's feeding off the warm waters over there too. So, if the water's a little warmer, that's one of the indicators. So here's what's cooking. All right, so let's focus on Florida real quick. In the south, this is short range. This is the next 16 hours. This is, and then here's our range. I'll zoom in on North Carolina, Virginia here after this one. But looking at Florida, here's our initial squall line. This was supposed to set up more in the afternoon. There is indication. Well, first off, this line should make its way through the state. This is noon, so middle of the state noon. Could make the East Coast by early afternoon, but we could have a secondary wave of action out here. This is all tied up to a lot of instability here brewing. But so into tonight, 5 p.m. tonight, we could have another squall line rolling through here, parts of the Panhandle, up into lower Georgia and Alabama. So it's just very unstable weather, and this is going through the night. Here's midnight, so there is a chance. And then here's our front. This is the front that's pushing Arthur out to sea. So again, a double whammy of rain. This is all through today. So this is the next 16 hours, going through midnight tonight. Here's midnight tonight, and I'll rewind it now. So you can just see we're gonna have periods of instability, rains pretty much all through the south and east here. Looks like most of it's Mississippi eastward. But anytime, any place, we could get some storms rolling in. And that's interesting. All right, so let's do that one. Let's look at a little more closer. We'll look at Mid-Atlantic. And we will zoom in on rains for Virginia. Here's Arthur now. We're watching Arthur spinning. And, we could have rains in eastern Virginia through early afternoon. And it slowly moves out. But here's our next front coming down. So it's a double whammy. We'll have a little break tomorrow morning, but then it's going to start raining maybe overnight. So there might not be much break at all. So there's our next rain coming. Look at that. So this is Tuesday. This is over. This is over. This is overnight. So very little break in the action. So the overnight hours, 5 a.m. Look at this. All this frontal action is going to start coming back again. So it's going to be a rainy couple days, unfortunately. And then, hey, Eileen, North Carolina, South Carolina border. You buy fireworks there? Angela, yeah, you got, maybe not. I don't see any huge rain coming for Jacksonville. Yeah, Laredo, we got to talk about this. So, all right, so there's the next 2 days. And check out the flood potential map. So this is a preview of what's happening. So we have pretty high flood maps today. Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, all the way up to Michigan here. So this is happening today. This is that front. So pretty good chance of flooding rains today. And then also tomorrow, unfortunately, it moves more to the mountains. This is the big rain setting up for the week here. This is for tomorrow. And then, let's see, Wednesday, more of the same. So unfortunately, the rain's going to get locked in here across the Mid-Atlantic and the mountains of North Carolina into surrounding areas. So that's the big news. I'm starting to see more and more Mets talk about it. Here's your 5-day rain outlook. We're seeing pockets of rain here, 7, 8, 9, 10 inches of rain in the mountains. Pretty pretty hefty rain totals. Anything red, 2-3 inches plus. This is through the week. And hey, Barbara, guess what? You're going to get Arthur might cruise your way. Look at this. Bermuda could be subtropical. 2 a.m. Thursday. You could get Arthur skirting by. I don't think the winds are supposed to be nothing to be too stressed out about. 40. You guys used to fat, big, bad hurricanes. I heard your island was built like to withstand Category 15 hurricanes. All right, so buddy, nothing's brewing in the Gulf. This is just all right. So let's look at the big weather pattern here going into the week. All right, so again, if you're just tuning in, it looks like a skirt to Hatteras. Our system is deepening a little bit, so our system is getting a little stronger, Arthur. But all the heavy convection is off to the north and the east. Here's that big blow up here in Weather Nerds. In fact, let's look at visible, and you'll see it right there, starting to really bubble, getting some big convective bursts. That's where the lowest pressures are beginning to take place. You can definitely see the spinach. Hey, cool, Betty. What's up, Casper? Hey, Katie. Thank you, Evelyn. What's the question, Ryan? I'll take a look. Not going to loop back around. Very unlikely it's going to loop back around. Never say never, but too many fronts coming down this time of year to allow that to happen. So anyway, that's it. It's pretty impressive looking tropical storm. It dealt with some wind shear and some dry air to the west, kind of keeping organization down. Fast moving. These frontal boundary tropical systems are never the best looking systems, but they do happen. Hey Tiffany, good morning. What's up, James? Oh boy, Crystal traveling by boat Thursday toward North Carolina from Charleston. Oof. Coastal, it just could be windy. Let's take a look at some winds. All right. Well, two things. Let's take a look. I want to look at the latest European mid-levels, and we'll take a look at this low pressure system setting up. So we talked about this. This has really been fascinating to watch, but we had a frontal. This front is pushing Arthur to sea, right here. This is what's happening. All this energy in front of this front, which is coming. Stutter nerd. It's coming towards Florida now. It's got a little bit of spinach here in the south. We've been watching big spinach to the north. These two combine, and you get this big, massive low pressure system here. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And it's just going to park itself. And you can see this draping. We showed this last night. It's an upper level, mid-level low. And it's just going to... Rusty, lay down, buddy. It's just going to bring in a lot of rainy action. And let's take a look at the couple different images here. You can really see it. So rewind it here. This is now. This is now. We got cinnamon roll alert. No beer, Marshall. What are you talking about? Hey, Michelle Lewis. Yeah, what are you talking about? No Saharan dust. Yeah, when I went to bed, Michelle, they was showing the squall line in Florida of noon, 1 o'clock, and it came early. So, interesting. Hey, cool, Lori. Yep, I'm back. Nothing else brewing, Angela, that I can see yet. Things change, though. These frontal, but this is interesting. This is kind of brewing. So here's that big cinnamon swirl of low pressure up in the Midwest currently, okay? And here's that little bit of energy down here. This is today. And here's what came into Florida. Here's Arthur. Well, these two energies combine, and we got this big mass. Look at that. Big, massive low pressure now over pretty much draping all the way to the Bahamas, up to the Great Lakes, all the way to the Midwest. And it's going to be a weather maker until the weekend. It's just going to be locked down over top of And we're gonna have a lot of rain. Here's precipitation. Here's your rain map through Friday. I posted earlier. We can zoom into the Carolinas. Unfortunately for them, they're really showing some big rain totals, along with other areas. But the GFS has been consistent with this too. So anything white is 6-7 inches of rain. I mean, if this materializes, there's a lot of part of the, even into Virginia and South Carolina, this is through this week. But we got some pockets of rain here, 6-7 inches, and GFS showing very similar. And the weather pattern definitely supports it. So here's your GFS. So pretty much Virginia, Carolinas, parts of South Carolina, you're going to get a lot of rain this week. 3, 4, 5, some places 7, 8 plus. And that's just this area. If you spread it out, we even have more chances going into the Ohio and Kentucky areas. So that's the big weather maker for that. And then let's look at winds. The winds are kind of fascinating. We were watching this last week. Here's that low pressure setting up. Here's Arthur. A little bit of spinach down here. But there's our low pressure taking shape. There's Arthur going away. So here's your Wednesday low. And it's been bouncing all around. But generally, it's going to create a lot of weather. And there you go. There's your counterclockwise flow. So Thursday, who was asking about the winds. So unfortunately, it could be kind of windy South Carolina northward because, we're going to have still some pull from Arthur. But, there's our general flow of winds. And it could be pretty windy on the Atlantic, so just pay attention. Nothing, crazy, but depending on where this low actually sets up, we're gonna have weather. We're gonna have weather all the way down the Bahamas, no doubt. It just all depends on where this low pressure ends up setting up. Generally speaking, though, we're gonna have a low right here. So there's that. Let's see if it's shown up here yet on the big map. Yeah, kind of right there. So anyway, there you go, Alice. Hey, cool. 5-day outlook for Texas. Sure. Texas. Well, we can look at a couple maps. Hey, Sherry, I can't either. It's my morning ritual. Let's look at Twitter real quick, then we'll look at Texas. Blame it on Texas. Here's our buddy Levi. Just talking about a little convective ball. Here it is spinning right here. Just going to miss tip there of Outer Banks. But this little area here is really booming. So some of this might make it ashore on some of the Outer Banks here. This is live. Hurricane Hunters, we're still out there. They love us. Hurricane Hunters. In case you missed it, we got some fans. Look at that. They sent me this a couple seasons ago. Look at that. Even wrote me a nice little letter. Well, not a letter. It's one line. It's just... So we love the Hurricane Hunters. We watch them. So there's that. All right, so let's take a look back at Texas. We had somebody asking. Let's go ahead and look at Texas. I'm your virtual weather guy. I'm like a video game. I'm like an interactive video game. So I took off yesterday. I did report weather. I did do video, but we took off. We went out in the water. It was a beautiful day here. Oh my goodness. We hit the sandbar of Three Rooker Island, and it was beautiful. So here we go. Texas, dry. See that low might actually help you guys out. I don't know. You might get a little rain later in the week, but so pretty dry Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, things start getting a little iffy, northern Texas. And then spotty rains Friday. So it doesn't look like a lot. So the nice couple days for Texas. Let's see if it's pretty dry. Kind of dry. Let's see, clouds. We can look at clouds. Let's look at rain. So yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday are fairly dry for Texas. Thursday and then Friday we get kind of juicy again. So rain picks up Friday. So you got a nice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, little spotty rains. Storm Prediction Center not showing much for you guys either. So here's your Storm Prediction Center for today. Pretty much just thunderstorm activity all the way up through with this approaching front. We have a front coming down all the way through Florida. We got, as I showed earlier, this initial rain band that we're looking at, we still have more squalls developing out in the Gulf. Marie Skinner, I don't think there was a tornado warning. There was one in South Pinellas County. But that's today. Tomorrow's outlook, a little bit of coastal action here. We get sea breeze is setting up here in Florida, and we're getting these storms pushing central eastward. That's tomorrow. Nothing in Texas. Day 3, nothing. So look at that. It's got 3 days, not much. We got a weird pattern up here. This is that upper level low starting to take shape. And then nothing day 4 on. So that's good. So not a lot of severe weather so far this week to worry about. That's good news. All right, we'll leave this up here, and I'm going to read what you guys are saying. Yep, Ellen, you got rain throughout the day. It's good. Off and on rains. Never know when they're coming. Could have rain through the week. Very unstable weather as far as rains go this week for pretty much the whole eastern parts of U.S. Cincinnati, you're going to get a bunch the next couple days, that neck of the woods. Angela, you're going to get spotty rains. No, Joey, I seriously doubt we'll see any sort of recurve on Arthur. All the models are pretty much showing it dying out there. What's up, AJ? South Carolina, yeah, so no stress. Let's look at some long-range ensemble model maps. We like to do that. Don't really see anything showing. Last week we were showing this low level. Let's look at right now currently what we got. Currently what we got is this. All right, so this is I need to zoom out to more of the eastern region here. All right, so we showed this a lot last week, right? So we had this front coming down. We had the tail of the front had some vorticity spin to it, and it's still showing up on the current Euro. Well, we had some of the models popping this off into the Gulf, and it's kind of what we're getting today, a little bit pre-frontal action. But this, little instability in this low. We got a big low pressure up here. These two are going to now combine and create a big, massive low over eastern U.S. So. And it's just going to create unstable weather, all the way through the week as far as rains go. So expect the unexpected. Arkansas, yeah. Hey, I should, Cindy. That would be cool. I actually wore sunscreen yesterday. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. I last time we went out, I did not wear it. I'm a rebel, and I paid for it for 2 weeks. So anyway, thanks, Tom. What's up, buddy? Thank you for that. Central Louisiana. Oldsmar. Did I see Mr. Beavis? What's cooking, man? Or Mayor Oldsmar. Today is not a very good day, Beavis, at all. The beach day was yesterday. You missed it by a day. Let's look at some models. So we got instability this whole midweek here for much of the U.S. As I showed earlier, we're going to have rains throughout the day here in Florida all the way through to tonight. So it's pretty much an inside day today, unfortunately. But here again, here's the rains throughout the day. They're just going to continue to bubble throughout the day today. This is all today's rains. So you can see, rewinding it and fast forward it, we got lots of rain, different squall lines setting up. So all the stuff's coming in off the Gulf, unfortunately. And then going through the week here, the next 90 days at least, we can, or 90 hours or 60 hours, we can look through tomorrow. And as they load, so we got some rains in the morning again tomorrow. Things are going to get a little better tomorrow for Florida at least. But here's all that frontal rains into mid-eastern states, and there's that low pressure system still showing up, the lower low. It's crazy, I'm telling you. You can see it. So, yeah, Florida might be all right Tuesday, Wednesday. So, for sure Wednesday. Tomorrow's gonna be spotty rains. So anyway, what else is cooking? So Saharan dust, Ronald. Yeah, we don't really look at that yet this early in the season. Don't typically get any systems that way until maybe July. This is dry air and dust map, but a lot of shear early in the season. A lot of upper level wind shear, and the water's still cold. So it's cold in the Gulf. I'm telling you. If you're from Florida like I am, I was a little baby trying to get in the water yesterday. It took me at least 10 minutes, man. I go in an inch at a time. That's so stupid. But it's too cold out here for anything this time of the year. So, actually, there is a cool dust map I have on the site. This is from Bay News 9, Mike Clay and company. There you go. So there is some dust out there. But typically, like I said, we look at this area later in the season. All right, spotty bingo word. Yeah, Amy, it is not a normal year. Nope. So yeah, so we got hit unexpectedly this morning in Florida. Unexpected squall lines throughout the day today in the southeast. Big rains coming to the middle part of the country through the week. 24-hour rain forecast here. Pretty hefty rains in Florida today as our lines come through the state. 5-day rains. Again, Florida's not going to get too much rain in the next 5 days. Maybe central parts. The reason we're showing up more rain central eastward is the sea breezes in Florida are pushing to the east. So anything that forms middle of the state is going to make its way eastward. And that's why the Florida West Coast, other than today and a little bit tomorrow, the rest of the week should be pretty normal, dry. But this is the area we're watching throughout next week, this week coming up here. Big rains. So that's the storyline. And if you're just tuning in, Arthur is officially just off the coast of... In fact, I need to update. Let me update the map here real quick. Let me do a little HTML work here because I want to update the map, make it look good. So let's find National Weather Service. I embed the National Weather Service radar because it's secure, and they update it. And it's good. So let me update my site. You guys bear with me. What's up, Scott? Yep, 2020 has been a crazy year. I'm actually going to book my haircut appointment here when I'm off the live. I heard it's like a 2-hour wait. But I'm so excited. I've never been more excited to get a haircut. Yeah, Cindy, the water temperature has changed. All right, so we're updating. The water temperature has changed pretty dramatically. It changes quick. Look at that. It really has. This is your weekly anomalies for water temperatures. And, yeah, a couple years ago we talked about it with Hurricane Florence. All the news headlines, all they talked about was how cool the Atlantic water was. So I was going to choke the hurricane season. But as we found out now, things change quick. And it did change quick that year. The water heated up. Well, look how quick the water cooled down. And that's because of these fronts, man. The fronts just keep coming down. So, yeah, look at that water temp. Crazy. And let's see if the NOAA site's back up. NASA. NASA site went down. I don't know what the hell, man. I have to email them and find out what the heck's going on. Why it won't come up. They sent it to me to put up. It says now I don't have permission. They probably changed the URL. Hard to find. So I'll look for that. All right, so let's look at some other radar sites. So Weather Nerds has some high resolution radar sites we can take a look at. They kind of all link into. Let's go here to Carolina. I use Radar Scope too, by the way. A lot of people ask. What I use for my apps. Oh, that really zoomed in. Holy cow, we don't want that one. Let's zoom out. There we go. All right, so we'll leave that one on. Hey, Van, I think throughout I use Radar Scope. Yeah, so the next couple of days, we got real spotty rains rolling in. We got this front coming down. So, yeah, I mean, anybody in Florida, Georgia, along the East Coast through tonight and tomorrow, this next front that we're watching is definitely just going to be, it's going to be spotty, hit or miss. Current look, the radar, large scale. We got this big droopy front coming down, and all this action is going to start brewing throughout the day and push eastward. And we could look at the latest here on Levi's site. But there you go. I mean, this is throughout the day. Whoever's asked about Georgia, but look at that. This is Monday. So this is through tomorrow, through tonight actually. So here's your hour by hour radar look. And there's that front. So we're gonna have popcorn storms pretty much. Not you can't pinpoint who's gonna get what, but we're gonna have spotty rains, Louisiana eastward, and the flow is west to east. So any sea breeze storms that develop along Florida tonight will push to the. And we had storms last night too. We had a line develop that was even mentioned on Storm Prediction Center last night. We had a line of storms pop up down central Florida, and it moved. So we're in our summertime pattern already. Derek, I don't think Arthur's going to make a loop. I think it's the water's way too cool out there. It's going to get close to Bermuda, but highly unlikely anything happens to it. It's just going to die a slow death after it passes Bermuda. And it's not a fish storm because we have fans in Bermuda. But it's going to be sloppy looking. This is Thursday. 10-12 pressure on the Euro. 10-10 on the GFS. So it's just got two cool waters out there. It'll bring a little weather to Bermuda on Thursday, early Wednesday night, Thursday morning. But nothing past that. And look at long range, really nothing popping up on the ensembles. This is the area we always watch this time of year too. A little bit of juice showing up on the latest Euro down that way, but Euro didn't do too hot with Arthur. It was bouncing around a lot. CMC did pretty good, and again, they've been the most consistent the last couple of years. I found as far as no knee-jerk reactions. Hey, Paul. Yeah, it's a good point to look at. Temperatures. Cindy, the Bermuda Triangle. Whatever happened to the Bermuda Triangle? Everybody that goes out and investigates it and creates a story, the story never gets published because they disappear. Yeah, that's true, Casper. Yep. We definitely have it. I mean, we have huge jet stream, and keep spinning the wrong way. It's counterclockwise. High pressure is clockwise. Counterclockwise is low pressure. All right, cool. Well, let me see. Any more chitter chatter? I'll be checking things. We're watching how close Arthur gets to the Outer Banks. We got a new update coming from the NHC. Hurricane Hunter is out there right now. We still have rain rolling into South Virginia and North Carolina. Should have updated the new map. Oh, there it is. So that's updated. So pretty good little rains rolling in. This is current look. It's low pressure right somewhere right here, just east of Cape Hatteras. We could check out the Flying Shoals webcam, or Frying Pan Shoals. YouTube. Let's see. We'll see what kind of winds are howling out there. This is live. Nope, that's what it looks like. Here's the channel. Nope. Videos? Not live? Not live? What's going on? How about webcam? There it is. Okay, so here's a live webcam out. We'll take a look at the Atlantic winds. See what they look like. So there you go. There's some water. Hey, well, yeah, Tallahassee will see spotty rains throughout the day. For sure. Lisa, nope. Mine did not. It's rechargeable. So, unfortunately, it doesn't take AAAs. You got to charge it with a little Android device. Or a little Android plug. Hey, yeah, what's up, Brian? Yeah, it was stormy. They had a tornado warning down in Largo. Hey, Don. Yeah, it was nothing. You guys have definitely had worse thunderstorms, I'm sure. Just normal thunderstorm activity. But hey, it was tropical, right? We had rain bands rolling in off the Atlantic. Let's see if there's any Outer Banks webcams we can take a look at. Just normal, you know, just a welcome to the tropics. Tropics are here. There we go. There's some beach action. All right, what else is cooking? Ocala, yeah, we're going to have rains rolling in through Ocala today. Very spotty. Could be a secondary couple lines rolling in off the Atlantic. Sometimes these are, you know, things cool down and the severity. We had a lot of lightning in this one this morning. But things might cool down a little bit. Nope. Agua, nope. Water spouts don't have watches or warnings. The only time they'll do a warning would be if we had a water spout that was coming ashore, and once the water spout hits the shore, it becomes a tornado. So a lot of times the reason west coast of Florida gets a tornado warning, it's because of a water spout that's been detected, and they anticipate it surviving. Hey, cool, man. Kings Island, look at that. What's up, Beavis? Cool, man. Yeah, Oldsmar's rocking. A lot of rain today. What did we get today here in Oldsmar? I got my little weather station. As my sprinklers go off, I'm that guy. I don't have my sprinkler thing set. Oh, we only got a quarter of an inch. Seemed like more than that. Yeah, I'm that guy. The sprinklers are on right now, and everybody's laughing at me. All right, cool. Well, we got a little bit of weather to talk about for the next couple of days. We're going to watch. There's the Hurricane Hunters. Right now, they just posted. And check it out. They're using tropical tidbit stuff. There you go. So 998, look at that. The pressure did drop. So, you know, it's a little bit of strengthening, but it's going to skirt just on by to the south side of Outer Banks. There's the latest two tracks. 998 is the last millibar. So it is, you know, it's deepening a little bit as expected. All the models were right up, hovering around, you know, mid 990s. Hey, Liz, Bonnie's Kitchen. Nope. Where's that at? Is that local? We had breakfast at Caddy's yesterday. That was good. Bonnie's Kitchen. Michigan? No. Not the one in Japan. Where's it at? Look at it. There's a Bonnie's Kitchen in... Well, that's not the one. Here. We got one here in Japan. Not that one. This one is in Yomatan-san Nakajami-jun, Okinawa, Japan. Never been to that one. Oh, Liz. Okay, well, I'll look it up. Oldsmar. That's a little closer than Japan. Kids will like it. Yeah, Cindy, we had Thunder. All right, well, there's that. Let's close some windows. And let's look at high resolution radar again. If you're just tuning in, it's always fun to watch. I got a link on my site, Tropical Tidbits. I use a lot of paid sites. I use weather models. I use weather.us, but we use Tropical Tidbits. He supports us, so we share a lot of his stuff in Weather Nerds. Matt at Weather Nerds too. So, but there's a link here for HRR. If you ever want to know the next 16 hours of weather, the best thing to do is look at the HRRR. It's like the weather gospel, and you can look. Now, it updates every hour here, and you're right. And if it's in the middle of a run, it's going to stop. So what you need to do is go to the last run, which would be 12Z. And 12Z actually goes out a little farther than the other ones. So, but anyway, you can look at the hour by hour. Here's your hour by hour today. It's going through the afternoon. There's our low. So we got spotty rains pretty much across the whole south and the east here. Mississippi eastward, where Mississippi's dry, but could have more squall lines throughout the day down in Florida. Into tomorrow morning. This is tomorrow morning-ish. So, and then things kind of dry up. We can still have some spotty rains tomorrow. Sea breeze down there, South Florida. So, but this spotty rains, and then the big stuff comes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for the Carolinas. Cool, man. That's our super duper model. Yep. Megan, yep. Wish it was a little more clear. This weather pattern this year has been wacky. So much happening today. There's Arthur. Kind of a sheared, sloppy system. Getting pushed along. A lot of shear. Pushes all the heavy convection to the east. So all that big stuff blowing up right now is going to miss land. That's good news. Yeah, Yucatan. Yeah, no, I kind of was teasing around there looking earlier. A couple of the models were hinting maybe something down this way. That's all part of that flow here from Central America flowing in. But the Euro is sniffing maybe a little something down here, but nothing yet to really report on. So, not seeing too much confidence yet. Hey, Liz. Hey, I'll check it out. Cool. Dunedin. That's even better. My mother-in-law lives in Dunedin. Yeah, 234 hours. I love. Actually, GFS has been doing pretty good with these storms the last couple of years. So here's Arthur moving away today, and then so the NAM's still showing another round of rain coming. Pretty hefty looking. We'll see if that materializes, but that's what I was saying. Just gotta pay attention today because we got a lot of instability with this approaching front, and so it's still showing a 5 o'clock rain band. This could be this is latest NAM 5 o'clock, so we can somebody's asked about Tallahassee. Look at this, 3-4 o'clock today. You're gonna get some showers. Jacksonville, look at that. Possibly later today. Look at that. Your wish is the NAM's command. NAM to bam to bam bam ba dam ba dam. Jennifer, yeah, that was a cool way, welcome to everybody, right? Tropical Storm Arthur, keep everybody away. Central America Gyre, yes, Gyre. That's typically how we get our first season systems too, by the way. Hey Jenna, on my site here, spaghettymodels.com, this upper right HRR, big Big letters. Right above the Sparks Energy graphic. All right, cool. So we'll watch. Really, the rain's going to be winding down in Virginia, Carolina. No storm threat appears. Secondary line of storms might be rolling through Florida here later today. In Georgia, pretty much along our front. Here's a look at our front right here. This front right here. There's that low. There's that low. The two lows are going to combine and make one big low. So just a lot of instability today along the east. Okay, what's cooking out? Steven, yeah, I think the Skyway should be fine tomorrow. Michelle Lewis, I do believe there could be a line coming your way. A secondary line of storms this afternoon. So that app, it might be a little premature, but you know, I look at all the models. This is what we showed last night. It was more this time frame, but there is a secondary line showing up. This is 6 o'clock tonight, so could have another line rolling in. This is 4 o'clock, so this afternoon, later. And the Euro's kind of showing it, or the HR is showing it too. So I suspect we're going to have more rains rolling in off the Gulf later today. You can look at the infrared here. We can take a look at the Gulf, get a good picture here. And there's some more lightning out there. This is what rolled in. A big blob here, Cape Coral, Fort Myers area. But this is what's brewing out here. So this could be later in the day weather to watch. So that's it. Hey, Telford, no, I don't fish too much. I'm waiting on fishing. I never golfed and I never fished. So, well, no, I fish. I just don't like fish. If that makes sense. Hey, Jeannie, good morning. For sure. Hey, I already showed Louie, and I don't know where he went. The girls are home, but you got to rewind it to watch it. So, yeah, there's instability. Yeah, Louisiana, you're clean for a couple days, it looks like. Again, if I think the big news for the week coming, which is slowly starting to be talked about now, is the flood risk here in the Carolinas that we got to watch. Big rains, even in Virginia and South Carolina. But generally, this little pocket right here, next 3-4 days, we're going to have a lot of rain. And some of the models are predicting 7-8 inches plus. So that's that. All right, cool. Yep. Tomorrow, John. I promise. All right, so I rambled on enough. We're down to 400 people. Appreciate it. Again, thank you all, everybody, being a fan. And we got one storm name down already. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. We're down. I have to update my shirt to maybe what I'll do. We should. I could let me show you. So we can do this. We'll we can update the shirt to do this. We'll just start selling it like this once the storm passes. We'll put a big X. We'll put an X through Arthur like that. And we'll have to make it, what color? We have to make it something we can see. It's got to stand out, so we can do white. Maybe with the, got to keep the colors the same. So anyway, here we go. That's what we're at right now. So we're one down. Bertha's next. Oh my God, Big Bertha. We're gonna have fun with that one, right? Bertha. That sounds like a scary name. Then we got Dolly coming. I can't wait for that one. A couple of these I don't even know how to pronounce. The I say it. I think it's Isaias. Hannah. Josephine, Kyle. Faye, Gonzalez, Edward, Dolly. Marco. We don't want Marco to come to Marco Island. Jeffrey, man, I wish I knew. They definitely got hit by the COVID-19 like everybody else. They had to shut down a couple plants. I ordered one and got it, so just be patient. I hate it. I know they've but overall they've been really good to us, and they print to order, great sizes. So, and if you're a supporter, you get to buy our gear at cost. So it pays for your tippage. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody. I'll be posting some stuff on all the pages for sure, and we'll see what's cooking. Nothing stressful right now to worry about. So that's good. Just keep alert, and we'll talk about all the weather tomorrow too. So be good, y'all. Stay dry. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later. Have a good one. And I hope I have a haircut for tomorrow. If I get a haircut, I'll bring the new camera out. I've been using this old Logitech like 1980 webcam. See ya.